Life moved on, as it always does. The promotions were followed by new responsibilities. The celebrations became fewer. The days became busier. Years passed so quietly that he could no longer remember when his hair had begun to turn grey. One morning, while looking into the bathroom mirror, he searched for the young man who had once believed, "Just one more achievement and I will finally feel complete." He smiled, not because he had found him, because he hadn't. That weekend, rain arrived early. The kind of rain that makes old houses smell of memories. He decided to clean a cupboard that had remained untouched for years. Files, old bills, greeting cards, photographs, a broken wristwatch. At the very bottom, a small cardboard box. Dust covered the lid. He opened it slowly. Inside lay pieces of another life. A school notebook, a faded report card, a graduation photograph, an old identity card from his first job. He smiled, not because these things were valuable, because each one quietly returned him to a different version of himself. Then something caught his eye. A tiny paper star. Its edges were bent. Its color had almost disappeared. He picked it up gently. For a long moment, he simply looked at it, and without warning, the ears quietly stepped aside. Morning sunlight. Tiny wooden desks, children laughing, a bird outside the classroom window, the teacher smiling. "What do you want to become when you grow up?" The question was no longer a memory. It was still alive. He placed the paper star on the table. The house was silent. No television, no music, no phone, only the soft rhythm of rain against the window. For the first time in years, there was nowhere he needed to be. It didn't last long. Thought arrived almost immediately. "You should answer those emails. Tomorrow is going to be busy. You still haven't called your friend." One thought, then another, then another. Each one gently pulling him toward another tomorrow. He didn't try to stop them. He simply watched. Like he had once watched a bird outside a classroom window, without chasing it, without judging it, without asking it to stay. Just watching. Something curious began to happen. The thoughts continued, but for the first time, he wasn't traveling with them. He was simply seeing them arrive and leave. The memory appeared, standing outside the examination hall. Another, his first day at work. Another, the evening of his promotion. Different years, different places, the same promise. When I reached there, then he smiled gently. How many times had life begun? How many times had tomorrow promised to become enough? And yet, tomorrow had always become another today. The destinations kept changing. The movement never did. His eyes returned to the paper star. He wondered why he had kept it all these years. Then another thought quietly appeared. Perhaps he hadn't kept the paper star. Perhaps the paper star had quietly kept the question. Outside, the rain had stopped. Children were playing in the lane. One little boy was running after a paper plane the wind refused to return. He laughed every time he missed it, then chased it again. Not to win, not to prove anything, because running itself was joy. The man watched him for a long time. It had been years since he had watched someone without comparing, without measuring, without imagining who they might become. He was simply watching. A question quietly appeared. Not what should I become now, but who has spent all these years trying to become somebody? He didn't answer. He noticed how quickly thought wanted to. It offered names, achievements, failures, memories, images, one after another, each whispering, "This is who you are." He watched them too. They appeared, they disappeared, like clouds crossing an open sky. The room remained silent. Nothing extraordinary happened. No revelation, no mystical experience. Only a question, seeing itself for the very first time. Morning arrived. Somewhere a teacher stood before another classroom. A child looked out of another window. A bird landed to another branch. And another ordinary question was about to be asked. What do you want to become when you grow up? Who told you that you had to become somebody?